and I tracked it all around and then went back in bed. And I had no idea that this was going on.
All right, welcome back, everybody.
Yay!
Even though I saw Gandhi on every single day.
Nice to see you again, Nate.
I know.
Can I be honest? I had such a good time with you and Heather, though.
Yeah.
Like, not just blowing smoke up your ass. It was really fun. You guys are good travel buddies.
Well, and here's the thing, because I think we were good travel buddies because we knew when to let the other couple just go do their own thing.
Separate.
Which some people are like, oh, hey, you want to get breakfast in the morning? How's 7:30? Like, no. Fucking, we're like, no.
Leave me
That's the
alone.
worst.
Yeah.
No,
No
Nate's
way.
trying to get it in at 7:30 in the morning. He doesn't want to have breakfast.
What are we doing?
It was good, though.
You can speak, Scary.
Oh yeah, no, Sam, you're on the wrong microphone. I need you to go sit over here.
Okay.
Okay, we're swapping mics.
Mic swap.
Fun.
Yeah. By the way, this
Is that a new show? Mike Swap?
New show on ABC. Mic swap.
We're almost all back here.
Everybody's
Yeah.
back except for David Brody.
Brody.
Well, there was a rule about telling me when Elvis was in, and no one told me. Not saying anybody knew, just I didn't know
I
he was in
think,
today.
Nate, you found out really late last
Oh,
night.
God.
didn't
I
you?
was in bed already at 7-something, and he texted me to pick him up, and I'm like, okay. Then I went right to
By
sleep.
the way, what is that squeaky noise that we're hearing?
Brody's dog has a chew toy.
Oh, I'm like,
Hold on.
what the hell
That's
is
a happy
that?
little sound. I like that sound.
Gandhi may not recognize this, but does anyone else recognize what this is?
Is
Oh,
that
that's
a
the
pocket
Oh,
pussy?
the Friends thing.
Oh.
Door frame.
Right,
Yeah.
that's right.
I thought the
Yeah,
same
chew
thing.
that
Nate.
shit up, dog.
I thought I saw a little. Yeah, Frog. I saw a pink thing with a hole in it. I'm like, all right.
I was
think I
expecting
know what it
Scotty
is.
B
Well,
to answer much faster.
Yeah, it's technically a stuffed
busy.
animal. So
Oh,
Scotty.
Speaking of PPs, pocket P, we were having dinner with somebody from England on one of our nights, and he had never heard of a pocket P before.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was fun to explain to him what a pocket pea is and why Americans seem to need them or use them.
Use them, yeah.
It was very uncomfortable and also hilarious.
Yes.
I was like, we're trash. We're such trash over here.
Yeah. And then we
Go ahead.
delved into British terminology
Fanny pack.
that, like, what was it, a nonce?
A nonce.
Yeah.
You
like,
savage nonce.
apparently
Then there's a turbo nonce and
a
a
mega
mega
nonce.
nonce.
Yeah. So a nonce is, what would you call it?
He said it's basically like a raging pedophile.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Oh, really? I never heard that
So
term.
I thought there's
it's
different
like,
levels.
yeah. It starts as a nonce, and then it's a mega nonce, and then a turbo nonce. But it's so funny to hear insults from other countries where they just take it for granted. Like like Danielle says jackwad, but if you were to go over in England and call somebody a jackwad, they'd be like, well, why are
Right.
you calling me a jackwad?
Well, there's also like my husband's British, so when he first came here, he was taking a test in a class, and he leaned over to the girl next to him and he asked for a rubber. Because in England, a rubber is an eraser. And she kind of looked at him like he had like 16 heads, like, what the what? And
I need it right now.
He
I'm
realized,
also borrowed.
that the language barrier there
Me
was
too.
Yep.
a little different.
I think I told you guys this before, but my parents, when they first came here, they're from India, and they didn't know some of the slang terms, like in the United States. So they used the word shag to mean masturbate at that time in India. And when they came here in the 70s, there was shag carpeting everywhere, and they were like, this place is disgusting.
Don't walk on the carpet.
America is the worst.
Why
they
do
have
they have a
carpet,
carpet for this?
specifically
That crunches.
for shagging yourself. Good job.
That's great.
It was fun, though.
But wait a minute, they take their shoes off in the house, so that's doubly gross. If they were.
It would be.
That's
It
right.
would have been.
Take your shoes off to walk on the jizz carpet.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Definitely stick to
By the way, the
That's
worst
great.
type of carpet to do that on.
Yes, the jizz carpet.
Is there any carpet that's good to?
I would think something that's water repellent or some sort of like
Like an AstroTurf?
all-purpose, like an AstroTurf.
Maybe like a Berber. It's
Yeah.
not. It doesn't
How
have
about we
the-
don't do it? How about we just don't do it?
I don't know. You talk to Scary. Everybody's doing it in hotel rooms in every square inch of a hotel room.
I always, it's so just like every time I check into a hotel, like even this weekend, even though I love the hotel we always stay in, I was like, yeah, I'm not going to touch those curtains.
No,
Scary
the
told me not
curtains.
to touch them.
And anything.
Scary, where did you get this from? Nobody. I mean, who's doing that on the
I feel
curtains?
like people like they bend over, especially in like places like Las Vegas and places with amazing views. They put their hands on the glass. They do it doggy style, and then they wipe up after themselves because the curtain is the closest thing near
Let
them.
me tell you,
That's my guess.
We went to a baseball tournament recently, and we stayed in a nasty ass hotel. Okay, and there was a hole in the curtain. And I'm telling you now, it looked like that hole could have been made by something.
Wait, is that where the term curtains came up from? Like when something, it's curtains for you. They're just going to throw jizz curtains over you? Is that the bad thing?
Worse than death.
No, but
Really?
it means
Really?
it's finished.
Scotty.
But anytime you go into a hotel room and you go look at the bed, if it's dressed extra well with permanent things that don't look like they get washed.
Oh, take
like
those off
Yeah.
right
those
away.
pillows and those duvets,
Yes.
the duvet over the duvet. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
The ones that are there for decoration.
So you're saying
Take
they're
'em off.
loaded with jizz?
Loaded because they never wash those. Do you ever see them walk out of the
You
room with
sure
those?
they don't wash those after
They
you
change-
check out?
No way.
They change the sheets and pillowcases, and that's it.
Here's the thing. You're very adamant about this. And you're so adamant about it that I'm convinced that you are the one that is doing it.
No.
I mean,
Scary. Honest question. Honest
no.
question. Have you ever finished on a curtain or a bedspread? Don't lie.
Oh no!
Because you seem so
everyone
adamant
has
that it
sex
happened.
on a bedspread.
Honest question.
Everyone.
I just think about what slobs other people are and how careless and rude.
That seems super careful. Like, I feel like William would have to go out of his way to be like, no, let me use the curtain.
No, but like you're talking about the European sham pillows, those giant things, and they're all like, you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking
Those-
about.
I
just
take
can't
rubber
imagine
gloves.
William being like, hold on, that thing.
And I
That's
put
what
that
it
on the
is.
shelf in the closet. I
Hold
open
on.
the
Allow me
closet,
to aim to the
put it on-
curtains here.
Right?
It's always an accident. It's just an accident. Sometimes
Never.
it happens.
Never do that on purpose.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah. Although, when I saw Sam's pictures from her cruise, she had these 4 splotches all over her abdomen.
What?
Was that-
It was sunblock.
I'm just saying, like that's the kind of
Oh,
stuff. Like,
scary.
I can't
Scary.
believe your
Scary.
brain went there from like
Oh, no.
literally
Oh,
me using sunblock.
scary.
Let's try and recover this.
I'll change the
Uh,
subject. You want me to change the
So-
subject? I
Yes,
got something.
please.
Scotty's
We're
going to
trusting
recover.
Scotty?
Yeah.
you know it's bad if Scotty has to recover.
We're trusting
still-
Scotty.
I'm still trying to figure out what happened overnight in my room. Because I got up at some point last night to go to the bathroom, and I don't remember it happening, but I stepped in poop, obviously, and I tracked it all around and then went back in bed. And I had no idea that this was going on. And I woke up this morning, and there was a flat ball on the floor. I'm like, what is that? And I poked it with my finger in the dark.
Why would
and
you
I was
poke
like,
it?
oh.
That was a ball flat.
And it was a flat ball of poop on the floor that I had stepped on. I don't know whether it came off the dog or if I did it overnight. I don't know.
I certainly
Well,
hope
if
you
I
did
did
that.
it overnight,
You
is
dropped
that a
your shit
possibility?
overnight?
We ate a lot of Rosh Hashanah food last night. And I was
Oh,
very
God.
full.
Doesn't dog
Oh.
shit though smell different than people?
oh, come on. Can we not get into this?
I don't
would
think so. I don't think so.
Hold on.
No?
Scary, you're offended by the smell of what's poo, but yet jizzing on the bedspread, comforter, and the
Fair game.
curtains is perfectly normal talk.
I also like that Scotty found an unidentified clump of nasty and decided to poke it with his finger.
I know what it was.
No, that's
Yeah.
why you take a stick or something, anything, and you try
Well,
to.
here's the bigger question: like pet owners in the room.
Yeah.
And is this a common thing? Like you wake up and
Yes.
there's a turd on the floor?
Yes.
Not anymore.
If they missed the box in my house, there's a little
Hey,
turtle.
can I make an observation?
Yes.
Scotty just changed the subject to talk about how he stepped in shit, and he actually did make the conversation better than where Scary was going.
A little bit.
Scotty, you had to be like super tired because normally that's like that would gross you. You would screech.
I
Knowing
didn't,
you,
even
you
know, I didn't even know what happened. I had no idea. I stepped in it, tracked it, brought it back into the bed,
Oh.
ruined the bedspread,
Oh
not
my
with
gosh.
jizz, but with shit.
He slapped it up, flip it, rub it down. Oh, no.
by the way, if you're watching this, so Andrew just walked into Scotty's screen as he's describing what was going on, and Andrew had no idea probably of
Right.
what Scotty was describing.
Andrew, how do you feel about all this?
He's eating a cookie.
I am so confused. I heard poop. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
He stepped in it and smeared it all over his bed.
As his reason to do.
Scotty,
Andrew
did you
said
wake
ew.
your wife Amy up, or did you
No,
wait till?
I texted her this morning. I said, "Hey, not sure if you saw, but there was some poop on the floor. I cleaned it up, but maybe
And in the
check the
bed.
bed and see if because there was dried shit on the bottom of my foot, of my heel this morning. I had to go in the shower. I had no idea what was going on.
Where did this come from?
I don't know.
even
My
wanna know,
guess.
but I want to know.
My guess, it was just hanging off a Sawyer, and he brought it into the bedroom. That's all I
Aw,
can guess.
Sawyer.
Oh, okay.
He's such a perfect little dog.
Yeah, poor guy.
Big dog.
He has no idea.
Speaking of all of this, you know what else I realized on vacation is we are not people who can have normal conversations with other people.
True.
Every time we entered into a conversation with anyone really. There were a lot of like, you guys talk about this in
Oh
general?
my
At work?
God,
You did
yes.
this at work? What
Really?
happened?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, we can't be trusted anywhere, can we?
Yeah.
Nowhere.
Yeah, the conversation. I mean, we talk about some things, even this conversation about stepping on a dog turd. Like, if you were to introduce that into any other workplace, I think everybody would be mortified. Like, are you serious? You're talking about that at work?
But it's
Really?
expected.
Yeah, our significant others though, they're like, I can't with these two.
Yeah.
You can't have a conversation with them. They're disgusting.
It's
They're
expected.
inappropriate people.
Yeah.
We're like, are we? I
Yeah.
guess.
I
And
always
out-
get the warning if we go hang around people who are not like part of our group. Lisa will always remind me. Can you remember these are normal people and they don't have conversations like your work people? So can we
Yes.
please keep it like semi-clean?
Wait, Froggy will laugh at something, and then Lisa won't laugh at it. So he'll go, well, Danielle would laugh at it. And she'll go, well, I mean,
Danielle's not here.
really, what am I, really?
Right.
She's part of your show.
You're all idiots.
You're all idiots, exactly.
So then I call Danielle to get her to laugh at it, and she does.
Yeah. Oh.
All right, everybody. So let's rate your vacations 1 to 10. Danielle, go.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to give mine a 6, and here's why.
Okay.
The vacation part was fantastic, but the vacation got kind of interrupted. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday were fantastic. We were down the shore, part of the family came, blah, blah, blah. Then the hurricane hit. And my husband lost his car in the hurricane. It got flooded and it's gone.
Wow.
So, it
Wow.
didn't float away, but it could have. So it's totally
totaled.
done. It's totaled. And my cat Fred has been having some issues, and he's been back and forth to the vet. So I came home for a day to take care of that. And then I left again for the rest of my trip. So I went back down the shore 3 more hours in the car. So it was, the vacation part was fantastic, but the in-between part, not so fantastic.
Right.
Wow.
So,
I'm
yeah.
glad he's okay. That's
Yeah.
terrifying.
So thank gosh my husband's okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's
new
very
car.
Scary.
I look at it that
Yeah,
way.
but it's a lot of new car, but he's got to spend money on that new
Yeah,
car.
There's that.
you just gotta find the silver lining.
No,
right?
you're right.
It's
Look,
also-
everybody is safe,
silver
and that's the
linings
most
now.
important
Yeah.
thing.
Yes.
He didn't get hurt.
Yeah.
That's the most
Right,
important
for
thing.
sure. That's
So.
terrifying.
Good. Okay, Brody, vacation.
Oh,
Go.
I get to go second. This way everybody else looks better. That's good. I give it a 5. It was going fine until the storm. And granted, I know people had it much worse. Danielle lost a car. But most of my neighbors' backyard dirt washed into my pool and overflowed the whole backyard. And so I had a mud bath with tree limbs and leaves, and it took me 3 days to clean it out.
Now
So-
you're charging them for the cleanup?
No, that's not how it works. No.
Oh, okay.
How do you clean it out? Is there like a special pump for that takes the stuff out of the water? Like, how does that work?
I'll give you the short version. So you use a product called flock or flocculant, not what's on the curtains in a hotel room.
It sounds like it.
And what it does is it binds all the dirt together so it gets heavy and it drops to the bottom, and then you just vacuum it out.
Wow.
Okay.
Cool. Very cool.
Pool
Interesting.
101.
You can see that on my Instagram. I put up pictures of all
Yeah.
the.
I'm gonna go check it out.
Got it. Okay, Garrett.
8.5.
Okay, explain.
8.5. It was great family. Got to see Froggy, and I was supposed to see Froggy earlier in the day, but I was sitting down eating breakfast, and my phone fell out of my pocket and landed on my sister-in-law's tile kitchen, and it broke. And I'm supposed to leave to come back home within 4 hours time.
Oh.
I had to go find. I ended up going to a bulbs and battery store, a place you would never think that would fix a phone, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we do it in the back secretly." And then they fixed my phone, but I needed it now because I'm like Iron Man because of my diabetes connected to things. I'm like, I need this.
Yeah.
But
Oh my
I
God.
also didn't want Froggy to think I was eluding him by I broke my phone. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I
You
can't
were
see you,
eluding.
Frog.
Okay. I think we're running out of time. So
All right.
quick, give the number and one reason why. Okay, so Scary, go.
9, because I got to see places like Delray Beach. I went out of the country to Costa Rica, and my favorite place, the Jersey Shore. And I did a club gig. So
Yeah.
I did a lot of different things, and I didn't sleep in my bed. I only slept in my bed one night.
Oh, good for you.
So 9.
Toilet paper gun.
Okay.
Toilet
Gandhi.
10.
10?
Easily,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. We all
Great
know
time.
why because you
Yeah.
were with me.
Yes.
Dan.
Absolutely.
That's why.
Ayo.
7.5. The cruise itself was a 10, but while I was away, my dog got stress-induced colitis and cost me $1,000.
Oh,
You
jeez.
can't ever leave again.
So So that brought it down a bit.
Okay, Scotty B.
9. We went to Cape Cod. The only reason it was a 9 is because we did have one rainy day because of Ida or whatever that storm was called. But did a lot of paddleboarding, went to the movies, and saw Dirty Dancing in Greece for the first time at the drive-in. It was a lot of fun, and family, kids, the whole 9 yards.
All right.
Good
Welcome
times.
to 1987. Congratulations.
And you, Daniel?
I got to see them one at a time.
It was a 10. Thank you, Gandhi, for such a fun time.
It was great.
And thank you, Norwegian Cruise Line. And thank you, everybody, for listening to our first
Just
Lame Show
bumping
back.
mine up from a 7 to an
Froggy
8.
give a
Oh,
number?
perfect.
Froggy, what about you?
Oh, yeah,
Froggy.
It was a 9. Nashville was awesome.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.